Hello guys and welcome to another video, and if you haven't already, there is a new online time trial challenge with the new Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak, and it's possible to get 2 million credits for reaching the gold medal. So in this video I'll try to explain how to do it, just the usual track guide, what I usually do with the dailies, but a little bit more into detail. So just give yourself a little bit of extra space as you kind of approach this last turn, as you're actually exiting the last turn, and it's very important not to shift too early or shift too late. You will lose so much performance. At about 8.1 thousand revs, this is where you shift. 50 meter sign a little bit before it, this is where you try to brake. And also keep in mind that how you brake and when you brake. So you could have probably seen that I'm always, when I'm turning, I'm reaching about 50% of the brakes, and this is giving me a little bit of that extra edge so I can rotate the car a bit better. And also in this example that I will show, so we're reaching another braking point, which is the sign on the left, but again, brake in the straight line and give yourself an extra space on the left. So, and use now you can see that I'm using the downshifts to rotate the car. So I kept the car in 5th gear, and when I needed rotation, I put it back into 4th and then into 3rd. So getting that little bit of extra rotation. So here, this is where I try to aim for the middle of the track, and this is where I kind of ease off the throttle so I can turn in a bit better. And when I can see the last tree there on the left, I know it's kind of time to put the throttle down in 5th gear. Sometimes it's okay to lift a little bit, I mean not to touch the grass or anything, just a little lift and then you'll be good to go. So once again, we are reaching the curb brake. So curb usually means that you need to brake. Use a little bit of that curb and use the downshifts to rotate the car. So you can see I kept the car in 4th gear, and when I reached the apex, this is when I got into 3rd gear. This corner is a little bit tricky, but usually it's done flat out. But this one, for example, you need to bring the car straight as possible and do the same thing as I did before. So use the downshifts. So I was in 5th, downshifting the 4th gear to give myself a little bit of that extra. I got on the grass, lost a bit of time, but it was all good. So give yourself a little bit of the extra space there on the left so you can get to the inside of this corner. So it's very important to use the camber of this turn. And when I reach the end of the curve there on the right, this is where I try to put the power down. I know it can be a little bit tricky, but try to get it in line. And this is the most important and the hardest part of the track. So as you can see, I try to kind of get the car in straight line, so no turning whatsoever, and then the car will become stable. In 2nd gear, put the throttle down, it will rotate, and then in 3rd gear. It's not very useful to get this car in 3rd gear and then put the power down. You'll lose a lot of time. I'm looking at the marshal's box on the left, and this is where I kind of bring the car up in 5th and then use the downshift to get it in, kind of to rotate the car a little bit better, and 4th gear on the way out. I lost a bit of time in that section. It wasn't perfect, but it's very hard to do it clean and easy. So once again, we're reaching the point on the right. Bring the car straight once again and use the downshifts. So every time I say use the downshifts, you can see how, because I reach the point where I need and then I rotate the car with the downshifts, and it just does that. So here once again, I'll put a little bit of braking down, downshift into 2nd, stay in 3rd. That was my mistake right there. I should have stayed in 3rd gear and it would have been a little bit better. But 36.4, I think it's a pretty decent. It will definitely get you a top 50 by the end of the week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stay in that, but as the time moves on, the lap times will get better. But 2 million easy credits for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, you can even smash that subscribe button if you really like my videos. So once again, thank you guys very much for watching this, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.